Hello everyone, I am Chris Bickford, and for my verbal atom cracking speech, I am going to be diving into body image. So, with the accessibility to technology getting easier and easier, more people than ever are dealing with insecurity. One major issue technology is having a negative effect on is the idea of body image. In brief, body image can be defined as the subjective picture or mental image of one's own body. People of all ages are affected by the idea of perceived body image, and studies have shown that the effects of body image are most easily seen in teenagers. Speaking of teenagers, I read a story the other day about a kid named Lane who was just 15 when he started undergoing the effects of negative body image. Lane explained this pressure he began feeling to look a certain way in high school, a pressure foreign to him up until this time. Lane goes on to further explain this pressure and how he began feeling the need to be stronger and more manly. He expressed how he considered himself not to be the manliest of men and that he was fine with that, but as the time passed, the pressure to fulfill the society norm continued. These pressures began to eventually drastically change his life. He started missing school and skipping physical education classes. Even often an issue only covered when discussing female body image, Lane began experiencing health issues and behavioral changes due to the pressure. This story really stuck with me. Being a teenager is already tough enough, and Lane, on top of all else, was forced into enduring all this. Society paints a pretty horrible picture of what people should look like, when the main focus for everyone should be on their health and happiness. These societal beauty standards are not only unrealistic, but are extremely harmful to most of the population, especially young ones. So why, you may ask, am I covering body image again? I am doing so to ensure that all parties, no matter the age, gender, or size, are represented, aware, and informed about this growing issue. After extensive research on the subject, I have found that most of the studies have shown that girls and women with negative feelings towards their bodies are more likely to develop the mental health conditions linked to these body ideals, like depression, self-hatred, anxiety, eating disorders, the list goes on. Some studies even hinted at these negative thoughts may be a part of the reason more women than men have depression. So why am I telling you this? I'm doing so to inform the Lanes of the world. When researching this topic, I found endless articles and information discussing women and their relation to body image, but very few articles specifically addressing men. I understand the issue is extremely similar between males and females, but to me, the lack of coverage is something I found to be frightening. A few ways that everybody, male or female, can keep a positive body image are to appreciate all that your body can do. There's a good chance you guys, and myself included, have it better than most. So it's important to be grateful of the abilities that your body is capable of doing. I like to keep in mind inner beauty and to look at myself as a whole person. So a saying I've always kept in my mind is beauty is a state of mind, not a state of the body. Another important thing that one can do when dealing with the pressures of body image and body ideals is to surround yourself with positive people. Although society's pressures are still going to be prevalent, positive people and healthy habits will help you begin to accept your body and the whole process of self-acceptance. It is important to be critical of social media messages. I like to think of it in two steps: to cut out the negatives and to replace with positives. A bunch of quick other steps you can take to better your body image and to better the way you feel about your body image is to stop avoiding your body and stop comparing it to other people's bodies. No two people are the same, and I like to try to separate the ideas of my own body from possible ideas that others may have. And in doing so, I can extract out the negatives and keep the positives in there. In conclusion, body image can have a negative effect on anyone. Doesn't matter the gender, age, like I said, size. And it's important to acknowledge this as well as try our best to accept ourselves and others for who they are and not just what they look like. Thank you.